Assalamualaikum everyone. Today I would like to introduce our project. As a part of our effort to enhance the overall dining experience, we are developing an advanced restaurant billing program. Our main goal is simple. We want to make the ordering, checkout and payment process completely seamless for both our customers and restaurant staff. By utilizing efficient and innovative coding techniques, we have designed a smooth and reliable platform that completely eliminates unnecessary steps. Ultimately, the systems deliver a clean, user-friendly interface that meets everyday dining needs while functioning as highly effective, modern point-of-sale system. Now, let's move on to look at our specific project objective. First, our program aims to manage the details of menu items, quantity order, and total prices so that everything is much more organized for the business. Second, we want to ensure that customers find the applications incredibly convenient and easy to use. Next, let's talk about the specific problem we are trying to solve. The task requires us to develop a C++ programming code for a restaurant billing program. For the core functionality, the system must allow users to input customer information, specific food item codes, and the required quantity of items. Once the billing transaction is complete, the program is designed to display a detailed summary of the chosen food items. To handle exception properly, the system must provide an error message for any invalid food item codes entered by user to ensure a smooth and accurate checkout process.
What are the conditions and information given in the problem? The program is designed as a restaurant billing system that facilitates a seamless ordering experience. It collects customer information and processes orders based on predefined menu. To maintain data integrity, the program includes error handling. If a user enters an invalid menu selection, an error message is displayed and the input is rejected. Upon completion of the ordering process, the program generates a detailed receipt that provides a comprehensive overview of the transaction, including individual item cost, quantities, subtotals, tax SST at 6%, and the final grand total. What information is given about the problem? The information provided reveals that the problem requires designing a C++-based restaurant billing system that handles customer details and processes orders from a predefined menu. Key technical requirements specified include error handling to reject invalid menu selections and calculating a 6% sales and service tax SST. Ultimately, the system is designed to compile this information to output an organized, itemized receipt containing cost, quantities, subtotals, and the final grand total. How can you use the information you have learned about the problem in developing your solution? Well, in this project, we have made an effort to include all we have learned this semester into our solution. We began by using input process output IPO model to break down the system requirements. Before writing an actual C++ code, we planned the logic of our program step by step by writing pseudocode and converting it into a visual flowchart using standard symbols. For the programming code, we implemented concept from basic assignment statement up to one-dimensional arrays to store our menu item and prices. We created if-else and switch control structures to handle menu item selection and determine correct pricing. Next, we use loops so users can continuously add multiple food items to their order. To complete the billing process, users provide the information and we use defined functions to calculate total accurately. Finally, I/O manipulators like set bracket and set precision brackets are used to print a neat tabular final receipt.
Now I will explain the flowchart of our restaurant billing system. Before I explain the flowchart, I would like to explain briefly about our connectors that we use. Since our system contains many processes, the flowchart is divided into several sections to make it more easier to understand. We use connectors labeled as A, B, C, D, E, F, and G to connect different parts of flowcharts. Now I will explain the flowchart from the beginning. The program starts at start symbol. First, the system displays the welcome message. After that, the customer is asked to enter their name. Then, the system will display the main menu. The main menu contains 7 options, which is burger, fried chicken, drinks, dessert, view chart, checkout, and exit. Then, the customer need to enter the menu choice. If the customer enter an invalid choice, the system displays invalid choice and return to the main menu through connector A. If the customer select option 1, the system will display the burger menu. The customer can choose classic burger, cheeseburger, double burger, or select back to return to the main menu. After choosing, the customer need to enter the quantity. The system saves the order and displays the item added successfully. Then the flow returns to the main menu through connector A, allowing the customer to continue ordering. If option 2 is selected, the flow continues through connector B to the fried chicken menu. The customer will select one of the meals, enter the quantity, and the system will save the order. After displaying item added successfully, the flow returns to the main menu through connector A. Next, if the customer chooses option 3, the flow continues through connector C to the drink menu. Same as before, the customer needs to select a drink, enter the quantity, and the system will save the order. After the system is successfully added, the system menu returns to the main menu through connector A. Next, if the customer select option 4, the flow continues through connector D to the dessert menu. As before, the customer will select a dessert, enter the quantity, and the order is saved. The system displays item added successfully and then return to the main menu through connector A. Next, if the customer choose option 5, the flows continue through connector E to the view chart process. The system first checks whether the cart is empty. If the cart is empty, the system will display your cart is empty. Then it will return to the main menu through connector A. If the cart is not empty, the system will calculate and displays the subtotal. After that, the system displays the shopping cart, displays the items, and displays the subtotal. Until then, it will return to the main menu through connector A. If the customer select option 6, the flow continue through connector F to the checkout process. The system first checks whether any item have been ordered. If there are no item, the system displays no item have been ordered. Then it will return to the main menu through connector A. If there are items, the system calculates the subtotal, service charge, SST, and finally the grand total. Next, the system displays the receipt. The flow then continues through connector G to the second page of the checkout flowchart. The customer will enter the payment amount. Then, the system will check whether the payment is greater than or equal than the total amount. If the payment is not enough, the system will display insufficient payment and ask the customer to enter the payment again. If the payment is sufficient, the system calculates the balance and display the payment and balance. Then the system will display "Thank you, please come again." Next, the system clears the customer card, displays the welcome message again, asks for the next customer's name, and finally return to the main menu through connector A to ready for the next customers. Lastly, if the customer select option 7, the program terminates and the flowchart reach the end symbol.
Hello everyone, now I will show the demo how our coding for billing restaurant program works. By looking at the structure code, we use parallel arrays, which is item name, item price, and item quantity, with a defined constant max to store order data. This allows me to track what the customer orders add to their cart efficiently. You will notice the code is divided into specific functions like burger menu, chicken menu, and drink menu. This makes the code organized and easy to use. The heart of program is the add order function. It captures the item selected as the user for the quantity and updates our global array. When we run the program, the first thing it does is welcome the user and capture the customer name. The user can jump between categories. For example, if I select one for burger, I can pick a classic burger and enter the quantity. Then select the option 5 bring up to the view card function. Each use IO manip, specifically set W, to display a clean organized table for our current item and the running subtotal. This is the most complex part. Once the user selects 6, the program calculates the 10% service charge and the 6% SST automatically. It prompts for the payment amount. If the payment is less than the grand total, the do while loop triggers an error message and asks the user to pay again. Once successful, it calculates the balance and resets the card for the next customer. In main, we use do while loop combined with a switch statement. This ensures the restaurant menu stays active until the user chooses to exit.